Alright, hello and welcome to Ben's OP Game Show, recorded live, 8 p.m. Pacific Time, twitch.tv/TheGameFananex, every Sunday. Sunday. And you know what that means? It's Sunday. I don't know what that means. Doesn't make no sense. Anyway, joined as usual, I am by Logan.
Knucklehead number one.
And Knucklehead 2, Joel.
Me, I am Knucklehead.
Knucklehead 2, I love it.
Yeah.
Number 2 or TOO?
Yes.
The number 2.
Okay.
Definitely.
Because I said one.
Yeah.
1.
I mean, that's how numbers work. 1, 2. It makes sense. So, I don't know if Joel, if I even told you what the topic's going to be, so just buckle up.
Oh no.
Strap in.
There's no seatbelts on this school bus.
That's like most school buses.
Yeah.
Why is that? They're just trying to kill our kids.
They're pretty safe.
It seems like there probably should be seatbelts on a bus, but also, if they're fine without it, why do I have to wear it in my car?
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
Because your car isn't 5 feet off the ground
This-
like the seats are on the bus.
This sounds like a communist plot to dethrone America, and I will not stand for seatbelts any longer. Anyway,
Well, you usually have to sit when you wear a seatbelt, so.
I have to stand. When I drive, I stand, sir. Like
Excuse me.
all warm-blooded
Am I
Americans.
Segway?
Okay, so the topic is Sekiro, whatever. I'm gonna stop hitting this pen against my hand like a doofus.
We can hear it.
I like hitting it though. No comment. And about this whole conversation going on with it being very difficult. If it's too difficult, should there be an easy mode? Should we be having accessibility options in this game? And all that with it, because so many people, like, we're not the first people to talk about this. And it won't be the last, and it'll happen in perpetuity, because it seems like every single Souls game always brings out this conversation, but so many people talking about it, I see, are not people actually playing the game, or have played the game. They're just ones that are like, oh, I'd like to play those games, but they
This
don't.
also came up
Right.
when
they're
Cuphead first
putting
released.
their own roadblock.
Yeah.
They're putting up their own roadblock to themselves. They're not even trying. They just know it's a hard game. They
And they don't even want to try.
They
Joel-
don't want to try.
Joel, what were you saying?
Oh, I said this debate also came up when Cuphead released.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big, and then Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah, well, Wolfenstein 2 is, like, not very balanced. But it has, like, 1,000 difficulty levels that make no sense.
Yeah.
And they insult you, which is not really nice. But whatever.
But it's Wolfenstein. That fits with its like.
It's heritage.
Nature.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. And Cuphead is actually another good example. It's a very difficult game, and that's kind of the point, and that's definitely what I want to get into with Sekiro and the Souls games. It's like, these games are meant to be difficult, and I feel like, because there's two sides of this, right? Where I do think games should be more accessible, like, that just makes sense, but I think the Souls games are the exception that proves the rule in this instance, where yes, games should be more accessible. The point of these games is that they are hard, though. That is literally the whole point. Because if you take away the difficulty of Bloodborne or any of the Dark Souls games, you have a so-so action game.
Yeah, it won't be fun. It's not as rewarding.
It's not going to be
The
interesting.
challenge is what people play for. That's why.
That's why you go to the game. Yeah. And overcoming that challenge is why it's a good game. You get rid of it, and then it's nothing. There's nothing left at that point.
Yeah, you learn as you go how to play the game, how to encounter the bosses, and how you want to fight them. And especially with Sekiro, with the posture and the sword fighting, you're really trying and learning as you go. You said you've been playing it for 30 hours, and you were still learning how to play the game.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's totally fine.
yeah, and that's totally how it's going to be, especially if you are so ingrained in Souls and have to learn this different system. I was 50 hours into the game. I'd beaten it. I was 3/4 of the way through New Game Plus, and I figured out I was doing the Makiri counter wrong. And
One of the like initial techniques you learned.
yeah, one of the most important things. I was like, this is too difficult to do. I just don't know how to do it. I'll make do without it. And I figured out I was doing it wrong 50 hours into the game. So it's fucking possible, also, is another way to look at that. You don't need to master anything, clearly. And now that I know how to do it, I'm wrecking fools even more than I was. Because that's the other thing about this game. Going back, you look at, if I were to watch my first hour of this game, it would be embarrassing. The skill level that you gain along the way, just in muscle memory and in learning how the game plays, you are totally different. I was like a New Game Plus, right? I got to the horse guy, and I think he hit me twice, 3 times, because I was just like, deflect. I'm like, this guy was hard? He's barely even moves. What's going on? This is stupid. I'm like clowning out this fool, and it's not because like I leveled up a bunch, or I got better equipment, or anything like that. It's because I know how to play the game more, and that it can only come from really just effort and grinding in terms of playing, like grinding that way. And it's one of the best feelings in a game. And they always say that beating a boss is one of those amazing feelings. But especially in this game, when you know, I didn't get a plus 10 sword to cuttingness. Like, I just figured it out. I just learned the boss. And that's again the whole point, because as soon as you make, and there's some people that's like, we hesitate to call this an easy mode, but that's, as soon as you change the difficulty and make it easier, it's gonna not be the same game.
Yeah, you're gonna lose out on what the game was designed for.
So Joel,
go.
No, go.
Well, I was just gonna say it's like matchmaking in like online shooters. I'm going to jump into a game. I want to matchmake with people my same skill level. If I was matchmaking and I'm new to the game and I'm matchmaking with like pros, like top tier gamers that are like sniping and killing me one hit, I'm not even having a chance. I'm not going to find it fun. I want to find where my skill level is with more people when I matchmake, and that it's crazy because it's like you get better so that you can matchmake and play against those harder people, and that's more rewarding because you're having a better game experience. So why do we need an easy mode? I don't get it.
I understand. There's so many issues here. So Joel, as someone who has played a lot of these games but has not beaten them really, how do you feel about it?
I was initially like, and I think we mentioned it on a previous podcast, where I was saying like it'd be nice to have an easy mode so that I could get to the end of the game and I could actually experience more of the lore, more of the environments, more of all the cool stuff that everybody else has fallen in love with. But as like this debate has continued to go on and escalate to now, it's like about disabilities and accessibility, and not just about an easy mode. And some people, and of course this always happens where people are like, dude, if you don't get good and beat it, then why should you be able to experience more of the game? And I've kind of been a notion where like, you know what, I've gotten to a point with these games where like I love playing them, I like trying them. I know I'm not going to get to the end, but I still feel like I could say I love these games. Like Bloodborne, I love Bloodborne, even though I've never beaten it. Like, yeah. So at a certain point, like I think it's a special game. You know, these types of games where it's like, if you can't get to the end, there's no easy mode, there's no infinite lives, nothing like that. It's, if you make it to the end, you get to see what's waiting for you. Kind of like, it reminds me of like Destiny with the Trials of Osiris, where if you can get 9 kills on your card, then you can make it to Mercury, and you get to, it's like a special place that people only get to see if they've gotten the 9 wins. And it was really hard to do. Like, most people were getting carried. People, like, streamers were having sign-up sheets, and they would get carried. People were charging money for it. Like, it's this thing where, like, you know, it is exclusive. And even though, you know, yes, there's this new thing about, like, they should make games accessible for everybody, like Celeste, how it kind of incorporated that with their accessibility.
Yeah, I want to
setting.
bring that up in a minute.
And but maybe not every game needs to be for everybody, and I think that's okay. I think that if I'm playing a game that I'm not enjoying, and that I obviously like maybe something just doesn't click. Maybe I'm just not good at this. I'm not going to be good at every game, right? So maybe for some of these, I'm just not meant to see it, and I don't have to be mad because there's like a billion other games out there. I think it's just this need. Something. It's this need and this want to be part of an exclusive club and be able to say like, "Oh, I beat Bloodborne," or "I beat Sekiro."
Well, that's kind of like a FOMO thing with it. But that's the thing too. Is
I mean, and
if you actually sat down and played Sekiro for 20 hours, I know that sounds like a lot, but you're not going to dislike the time. You're going to get better, and you're going to see yourself actually getting better at this game, and it's not that hard. The thing about I'll fix that, hold on. The thing about Sekiro is that I don't, my audio got messed up.
But no, like I feel like if I wanted to beat Bloodborne, I could do it. I would have to sit and dedicate more time to it. And I got to a point in Bloodborne that I've never been before last time I played it, and I died once, and that's when I stopped playing it. I was like, "Oh, okay, well, I'll come back to this." And I started playing a different game. So it's not like oh, I gave up on it. It's just I play these games so differently. Like Dark Souls 3 I was enjoying for the most part, and then I didn't even reach a point where I was like stuck. I just stopped playing it. So I think if I was really dedicated to these games, I could sit and beat them.
Maybe
not fuck Demon Souls.
Demon Souls is hard, but even Demon Souls, you'll get to it. These games just require a level of patience and stick-withedness that I think a lot of modern gamers don't like, or don't want to put the time in. This is something that, as Logan said, I'm learning something 20 hours in, 30 hours in, I'm learning something more, and that's not something you get with another game. There's that level of progress, and that's the other thing about this game, because there's certain options people will mention, like, oh, what about a mode where you do more damage, or you don't take as much damage? Like, that changes not only the entire game, but literally this is a game about blocking and killing something in one strike. So what more damage do you want to do?
It kind of reminds me of a Punch-Out.
Like they want one-hit mode.
Yeah, it's a One Punch Man of this game.
So I was thinking of a Punch-Out. Like when I was a kid, I could not beat Punch-Out. Like it was a game that I rented maybe a couple times, and I couldn't get past I think the first, maybe even the second fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And I just realized you know what? I'd rather play something else if I'm stuck. If I'm stuck here and I'm not enjoying it, I'm wasting money on renting this game. Well, not my money, my parents' money, but I was just not having fun. And I mean, if I wanted to, could I sit there and probably learn to beat, the fighters? Probably, but that's not the way I play games. So I don't know.
I think that's the other thing.
It's such a weird debate to have.
Okay, so but you brought up Celeste, and that is one of the main points, because I think it was the developer of Celeste that tweeted this out. It's like, here's how you make a accessibility mode for Sekiro, and it's all the options that are in Celeste. And I think you can go back and watch where I talk about Celeste and how I don't like the end of that game, like the extra stuff, because you can just skip it. There's no incentive to try and beat the seasides. One, because they're borderline impossible, but it's not like I don't even want to try. Oh, I'll just turn this mode on and beat it. I just want the platinum. Fuck this. So you just wasted your time making these levels for what? 1% of players that'll actually try them? That's bullshit. And also, it just negates the entire experience to me, where at any point I know I can put on a safety net. It just changes the mindset. And also, here's the key thing too. Celeste is Celeste is a very linear game, right? You are in a room getting to the next room. That is it. If you get stuck in that room, I understand it's very frustrating, and you do want to skip it to go to the next room. So I can rationalize cheating to get to the next room and then or not cheating, whatever, but using something to get to the next room and then turning it off, right? I can rationalize that. But in these Souls games, every single one of them, if you run up against the wall, there is another direction for you to go in. You do not have to beat your head against that wall. There are many other ways for you to level up, get better, whatever, all over the game. So it doesn't even have that same excuse or reason.
Well, I think the difference too is like that game, the story is so important for so many people because it's about like anxiety and depression and stuff like that. So I think it's not a completely different case, but like Sekiro isn't about depression. It's not telling a story about depression, right? It's telling you a warrior's tale. It's about, revenge and avenging. Like it's got a different type of storytelling, but it's also this important game that kind of is reflected in the type of story it is. It's about owning your combat skills and becoming an expert. So I think it's just the way that they make their games, that From Software makes their games. They're not making it be assholes. They're making it because like they believe that the people that like these types of games find something.
Yeah.
They want it, and they find something important in these games that other games aren't giving them.
Exactly. And it's a bit weird there's so many games you can play, right? It's weird to target the one that is highly praised, but also well known for being difficult and be like, why are you so difficult? Well, what did you
That's not
expect?
fair. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of this also came from when Sekiro first came out, because when it first came out, I heard really good things, but I also heard a lot of mixed feelings about it. Like a lot of people were saying that it wasn't as good as Dark Souls, or they weren't sure, right? And so a lot of those worries came up, like it's just too hard or something like that.
I mean, I was very initially confused, and actually, the first time we talked about it on the Game Fanatics podcast, I did say that this game, out of all the Souls games, makes most sense to have in easy mode because they took out a lot of the stuff that makes the Souls games easy.
Yeah, they took out like the co-op stuff.
The co-op and the grinding.
The build.
Yeah, like that's just
you could like make a build that
you
could do.
I think there's ways, and actually I'm working on a video that will do this, ways you could make this game easier or accessible or whatever, but would not change the core of what the game is, which is overcoming your literal demons in this instance. But I do think it's a phenomenal game. I mean, I talked to you guys. I'm 2 trophies away from the platinum. It's just grinding now. That's all I got to do.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I've really come full circle from my first hour of kind of disappointment to I think this is probably better than Bloodborne, maybe. Just as good.
Ooh.
It's
big take for you.
It's a extremely well made game. I mean, going back through it on New Game Plus and feeling like your actual growth as a player is the strangest feeling. Oh, I know how to do this now. I know how to combat this. And it's not because of, like I said, it's not because of some RPG mechanic or anything. It's because I know how to play the game better. And that's something you don't get from any game. Like, what game does that? Not even the other Souls games really do that. Because you gain levels. You get better that way too. So
it makes me think of games like even though Mega Man's like not really the greatest example, like there's no easy mode on that. Like the old Mega Mans, like it's just Mega Man.
And those games are too hard, but for me. And so I try them and I just go, okay, it's not for me. That's the thing. Not every game is going to be for you, nor does it have to be for you. Just because you want to play this, no one's stopping you from trying it, for one. And I understand, like, obviously this is accessibility aside. And that's like a special case. The vast majority of gamers don't have any, like, issues like that. And are probably not trying to shoehorn weird things into this. It's just, I don't know. I get frustrated by it because I see both sides, but this is such a case of not understanding what the essence of the Souls games are. The very core of their design is based around this.
Yeah, go play Yoshi.
Yeah, which I want to
That's more
play.
your speed, right?
I want to play that game too, you know? And not everything has to be for you. Not everything should bend to their will. I heard someone complain about, because there's a contingent that is, well, you wouldn't, like, stop telling artists what to do with their art. And I think there's definitely some merit to that, specifically when Miyazaki has come out and said that that's why they didn't add an easy mode into Demon Souls way back, 10 years ago. But at the same time, like, well, maybe you do want it. And if they make another game that has an easy mode, I would be okay with it, because if they decided to do it, not because of some external pressures of we want people to do that for X, Y, and Z. I do think it will dilute the experience, and that's just how it's gonna be. That this is a singular experience that is honestly not that hard. You just have to work at it. The game itself is not hard. It's learning. It's like the opposite of the easy to learn, hard to master, or whatever. What is it? Hard. It's hard to learn, easy to master. Is basically what this is.
Yeah.
It just
like a fighting game.
There's such a curve at the beginning of learning all this stuff, all these mechanics that seem really simple, but are actually really deep and really punishing if you do not understand how to do them. And only through actually trying and grinding out your skill will you get better at them. And you do actually get so much better at them. It's insane how much better you get at the game by playing it, which doesn't seem like a thing that would make sense, but it's exponential. The stuff you can do at the end of the game versus you at the beginning, it just on a blocking level, is unheard of, really.
I mean, the thing is with these types of debates is there's always a way to look at like the other side, and
sure,
and there's always ways that you can agree with it. I think it's okay to have the conversation about it. I just think it's not okay to like try to boycott a game or like yell at the developers of the game for the way they decided to make their game. Like, it's not okay to do that, but I understand if you want to have the debate about games that, are why aren't we including everybody into this game, and is there other games that are like it that maybe have that inclusion?
Literally none of the Souls-like games have difficulty levels. I can't think of one.
But games
I hope
like
they never do.
And I think that's okay. I mean, those games draw certain people in because of the fact that there is no other difficulty.
And we're talking about a game
established what they have,
we're talking about
provide.
10 games in the last 10 years. Like, fucking relax.
Yeah,
it's not every game.
I don't remember this debate going on when Neo came out, and Neo was, I mean, probably just as hard as this game.
No, Neo's easier than this.
I got in 2 for the 360 when that was kicking my ass as a kid.
Yeah, there's, I mean...
Ninja Gaiden Black.
Yeah, that game. Fuck that game.
Fuck that game.
Game's hard. But yeah, I do... It goes back to what I said kind of at the beginning. Like, this is the exception that proves it. You can't have full accessibility and then not have the crazy... there's nothing about that is bad. Nothing about this game being inaccessible is bad. That's just what it is. And I love watching me stab this guy in the face. Oh, anyway.
It's messed up.
It's messed up. I had one other point, I forgot it. So good for you. You don't get to hear my shitty point about whatever this was. It is exhausting, especially since a lot of these people I know have not playing this game. Well, why do you have opinion on it? Why do you want to play this so much? If you want to play this game so much, go
People
and
just
play
love
it.
to bitch.
And not every game is for you. Why can't I have my hard game? That's accessible to me.
Every game has to be for me.
Yeah, it is very whiny. In a weird way of like, just don't do it. Just don't play it then. Like, I don't understand, because it's the FOMO. I hit on it. I finally hit on it. It's the FOMO. They want to enjoy it, but they don't want to put in the effort. They want to buy the bicycle and never learn how to ride the bike. That's what they want.
Yep, they want to have all the money, but not go to school to earn it.
Yeah. Well, that's too real, so don't go there.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Too real. Sound the real alarm.
Real.
Anyway, I think we got some time. We can maybe talk about Risk of Rain 2 a little bit, Joel.
Logan's gonna leave.
Which
I just won't talk.
because you were talking to me yesterday. We're gonna record a Let's Play, and I think I didn't want to play Bloodborne or Borderlands.
Well, we were thinking Borderlands would be more topic.
Yeah, like more Borderlands is more topical, but I also just don't give a shit. And I remember that you kept bringing up Risk of Rain 2, which must have been twice, but to me it was like, Joel just keeps bringing this game up.
I was curious about it, so I mentioned it, I think, earlier in the week, maybe, like, hey, dude, take a look at it. Let me know what you think.
Yeah. And so I did, and I said, yeah, let's do it. And then 3 hours went by as we played this game. Because it's really fun.
It's really fun. I had a blast.
It's basically like the 2D Risk of Rain, but they took everything into 3D, and it's just enemies are constantly flying at you. You have a goal that's pretty simple. Just find the teleporter, and then it spawns a boss, and you shoot the boss, and there's constant crazy explosions and enemies flying at you, and you get these items, and it's the fun nonsense items that I love, like, well, now you have chain lightning, or now a chance to shoot a missile too, and you heal 1 point of damage for every shot you hit, and it's just, it starts piling on itself and going out of control. It's so cool.
It's just cool having all these items, and they all do different things, and then realizing, oh shit, we can stack these items, and they do like double the thing that they're meant to do. And I mean, my favorite part is just finding new items. Like
exactly.
That's like the hook of that game. It's like find more items, they do different things, and then when you do your next run, you have a bigger chance of finding those items in your run.
Yeah, you unlock certain items by doing different objectives, and we got to the second character, the bow person.
Yeah.
Bow lady.
The bow lady.
Which was cool. I mean, I'm very surprised.
What is the gameplay like? What would you compare it to?
Okay, it's like it's Serious Sam.
I never played those.
Oh, damn it. So it's just a third-person shooter with a bunch of enemies constantly flying at you in this beautiful world, and you're looting treasure chests to get a random item, and the random item affects how you play the game, whether it's, oh, this is a healing whatever, or this drops a banner when you level up that gives you some kind of buff when you're in it, or maybe it just looks cool. I don't know.
So it's a better Anthem?
Honestly, I think that's something I said when we were playing.
It kind of is.
Nice.
It's really fun.
Yeah, it's not like... I mean, it's just a simple kind of game that adds a twist every time you pick up an item.
Yeah. And the runs, even when we played on normal, weren't super short. So you didn't feel like... Because it is a roguelike game where you die and lose everything each time. But it didn't feel, oh, I only played for 5 minutes and then I died and that sucked. It felt like the walls were slowly closing in. Especially when you play on easy, and it's just like this hour-long space epic where we're shooting shit, and you get a ton of items, but now you're on insane, impossible difficulty, and every encounter you're just running, there's dragons in the air, it's chaos. And
it's almost like, I would think of it kind of like Binding of Isaac, but like third-person view.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a bullet hell-ish kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of bullet hellish, only they're coming from all three-dimensional directions.
Three-dimensional directions.
Yeah, but it's really cool. I was I didn't know I was gonna like it as much as I do, so I was
yeah, me either.
Very, very happy, and because it's one of those things where like you take a risk on a game that sounds cool, because I liked Risk of Rain 1. It was just really small on the screen.
It was so
I had a hard
small.
time really getting into it, but the concept of it, I was like, okay, I kind of like this.
Oh, we didn't even say this. So you have your gun, but then you also have... I'm sorry, I'm eating a Junior Mint. There's a...
Fuck.
I have Junior Mint.
They're delicious.
Mm-hmm. They might have
They're
killed a man.
great. They're
Anyway.
great.
So you have these other abilities. So you have your first character who has like a rapid fire shot that he can do that's on a cooldown, and it stuns the enemy. And he also has like a Hadouken blast, and then he can dodge roll. And then the other lady has like a teleport. and she can do this thing where she jumps up in the air and shoots arrows down like a hailfire, like in an MMO. You've seen that skill 1,000 times. But it's cool to see it in a third-person shooter where everything's running around. You just jump up in the air and launch it, and then you're back on the ground, zipping and zooping. She has a dagger thing to throw, or a giant shuriken.
I think it's just cool because all these games, all these roguelikes and came out, all these games. And this is another one of those, but it's just a different view.
Yeah, but and it feels, and it's early access, but it feels so polished already. Like it feels very. Remember when I played Anthem and I said this doesn't feel done? This feels done. Like this feels like already. They're just testing items and shit. And in a way that
just getting the balancing.
Yeah, they're just balancing things and adding more, and it's weird how successful it became. Like it sold over 500,000 copies already, which is a lot for this game.
Yeah, when you have a $20 price tag, that's an easier entry than $60.
Yeah, and I mean this was probably the best $20 I've spent in a while. It's a lot of fun. It's a really good game. Really surprised. I can't wait to play more.
Yep, me too.
And hopefully we find that stupid... There's this one level where Joel and I cannot find the teleporter, and we just walk around for 10 minutes. We have no idea where it is.
Early access.
Well, yeah, but it's just that one level. We're dumb. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It was a good surprise.
A very good surprise.
What, before we go on, what did you guys play today?
Sekiro.
What about you, Logan? Did you play anything today?
What do you mean? No.
Like any games?
Corn dogs?
No.
You play the corn dog game?
Nope.
You didn't play anything?
I watched some of the new Sabrina Netflix. That's all I did.
That's funny. I was doing that earlier, and I was playing Stardew Valley the whole time.
Oh, wow.
And then
I can't do that because then I don't focus on the TV show.
Oh,
Agreed.
I do.
I have to focus, unless I've seen it before.
Maybe that's what my farm
unless I've seen it before.
But and then we also started rewatching the British Bake Off. Good show.
Oh my god, basic bitch Joel over here.
Crumpets.
Dude, every time we watch it, I get a cup of coffee and I'm like, this is heaven.
I'm sure I would hate this show.
90-year-old lady. You know what? It's a delight.
I don't like fun.
Yeah, fun.
Maybe that's why I like Dark Souls.
It's not fun. It's just delightful.
I don't want anyone to have fun, including myself. Are you ready to play the Metacritic game? Or games.
Yaris.
Remember that Toyota Yaris game they made on the 360?
Oh, jeez, they made one?
Yeah, it was a free game that had like 200 gamer scores, so everyone downloaded it because it was also really early in the Xbox Live Arcade.
Oh, that does sound... Yes, because you got gamer tag pick or gamer profile pics from it. I remember now.
Yeah, and that's why everyone wanted it. Oh, free achievements and free other shit.
Yep.
Never forget.
Forgot.
Probably forget. Definitely forget.
What?
Okay, so every week we predict the Metacritic scores of several different games. And at what point should we get rid of games that have not gotten reviews? Should we just start getting rid of them or keep it as a running gag for no one?
Keep it in there as a running gag for ourselves.
Perfect. Okay, so Quest with the Golden Duck, I didn't even check. Honestly, didn't even check. I doubt it. Then we have American Ninja Warrior, which should be reviewed. Honestly, people. Still no review.
It is surprising.
It's not going to happen now.
Is that show just isn't a hit anymore?
I don't know. I loved it. I don't watch it anymore, but I did watch it.
I remember one of the kids from what's that? Narnia was on there. He did it once. And
wow.
Did he?
One of the kids from Narnia.
Yeah, like he
got out of the wardrobe.
Yeah.
Came out of the closet to do this show.
It was the actor, obviously, but the oldest one.
It wasn't the lion?
Was it the role?
No, it wasn't
Not
Liam.
Aslan?
Liam Neeson is not allowed in public anymore.
Did he voice the lion?
He did.
Yeah.
What?
But then he also said some racist stuff, so he's not allowed out anymore.
Well, that's what lions do. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
We predicted Borderlands Game of the Year edition. I said 84, Logan said 85, Joel said 75. It is sitting with like 4 reviews at a 76.
4 reviews, come on.
I'm gonna give it to Joel, unless
Yay!
You think that's not enough reviews?
I mean, it's
fuck
low,
you.
but if there's a Metacritic score, it counts.
All right. We also predicted the score for Boobs versus Zombies, and shock among shocks, no one reviewed it. So
That's what my guess should have been, was like no reviews.
Oh yeah, that needs to be. That's.
oh man, that's a good call. But we have 3 games this week what we can predict. Actually, 3 relevant-ish games and not Boobs versus Zombies.
Oh,
So we got Dangerous Driving, which is from ex-Burnout people, I believe.
ooh, oh yeah. We had a PAX interview about that on
Oh, okay.
Game Fanatics.
Perfecto. Mundo. What is your prediction? My prediction is 78.
Man, I'll say 80.
Okay, I'm going to say 80.
I will say 84.
Bum, bum, bum. And the next game is Falcon Age, that delightful VR / also not in VR falconry game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one looked neat.
Yeah.
So that hasn't been reviewed yet.
No,
I think VR people will like that a lot.
I think so too. I'm waiting for someone else to go first in this, and I'm not going to call names.
73.
Oh my gosh, okay.
85.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. So I'll adjust my answer
Shouldn't have let him go first.
and say 82.
Okay.
And we also have the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy collection thing
I
that's
love those
being
games.
released.
Oh, that comes out on my birthday.
Happy birthday. I'll look that up later and find out what your birthday is. I'm assuming Tuesday. I'm assuming Tuesday. I'm going to use my deduction skills.
Dun, 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 dun.
Tuesday.
Oh man, I've played all 3 of those, and that's been on like mobile for a long time.
Yeah, so
So
this
what's
is
it coming out for?
the PS4 and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
the whole
yeah.
collection.
Yeah,
Not
Well,
the
just
shitty
the
mobile
trilogy.
game.
Yeah, not the.
the
shitty-
mobile game is the same game.
I'm not playing on my phone though.
I'm just saying it's the same game.
Yeah.
But I mean, I personally love all those games. I think they're amazing.
The fuck did I
I'm
just
gonna give
drop?
it.
You're always dropping something.
Dude, there's things everywhere. So many things to drop.
89.
Oof.
Okay. Okay. 80.
Damn it, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, not 80.
Yep.
Joel, that's higher than 100. I'll say 80. You know what?
It's gonna be a close one.
I'll say 84. Yeah, I'll say 84.
Those are good games.
And now it's
I'll
time.
probably buy it again.
Why don't you buy it for? I won't play it. Don't buy it for me.
Okay.
I'll buy it for Switch. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I already told you I don't like fun, so I don't want to play that game.
That's true.
They're so good.
I tried playing one of them. I think it was the DS. I just didn't want to play a game on the DS at the time.
Cause it's like a slow burn reward.
I'm
that
sure I'd like it.
You're a detective, you're finding all these clues, and then you're in the courtroom doing the court cases, and then you're presenting like the evidence. And then you're like, gotcha.
I get
and then
it.
It's like it's so good.
I mean, I like Danganronpa.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, so I get. It's just that's more fun. It has anime weirdos.
it is
They call
anime
us.
weirdos.
Yeah, but they're not the same weirdos.
yeah, it's more realistic.
Like, there's
anime.
like people getting murdered in weird, bizarre ways in that game. You know, that's more interesting to me.
All right, fair enough.
And virtual worlds and things. Anyway, this is the match the user review to the game, the Metacritic game.
80-80.
Gang, gang.
80-80.
The 3 games to choose from this week are BioShock, the original BioShock,
Okay.
Borderlands, Game of the Year, but I think I just picked reviews that were from all time, so I don't know if that's really relevant.
Yeah, fair.
And Metro Last Light, because I needed a third first-person shooter.
Wait, I gotta write these down.
Should have done the
then
first Metro.
My memory sucks. Okay, so Metro.
Maybe I did.
Last
I didn't.
Light. So you said
Metro,
Last Light,
Bioshock, and Borderlands.
Bioshock
Yeah.
1,
Yes.
Yes.
and more like Barfland.
More like Barfland.
Am I right, my dudes?
My
Or like
dudes.
Borderland, but with board. Not, the board, like I'm bored.
Uh-huh.
Bored.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's how I feel
Like
about
that.
it.
That's how I feel. I downloaded it again. Okay, this is the
Yeah.
first one.
It's not great.
I think you guys are still tied, unless I forgot to tally the points for last week. So, I don't know. Maybe you're tied. Joel, you're going to go first.
Let's keep track of this. Okay.
I thought I
Your
did,
job.
but I can't go back in time and ask myself if I did this. Duh.
All right.
Okay. Joel's first.
Yeah.
This is a 9 review.
Oh shit.
Gameplay, very good. Story, amazing. Visual, amazing. Music and sound, very good. Average time, 15 hours. Score, 9. Amazing.
I like it. Bullet points.
Bioshock.
Very,
I also say Bioshock.
very short and to the point. It is Bioshock. It is Bioshock.
Yeah.
The 15
Definitely
hours
the
probably.
shortest of all those games.
Probably
Yeah.
give that one. There's some tougher ones here. Trust me.
Oh.
Logan, you'll be going next though.
Ooh, next door.
Right now. Come on, mouse. Jesus, I need to buy a new mouse too. It's fucking disaster over here. This
Yeah.
is a 2. Okay. Not all of these are positive. Playing this game feels like playing an early PS3 game. Now, is that a clue or not? Something.
We'll see.
Everything feels so clunky. I had high hopes for this game, but I was very disappointed. Garbage.
Oh. My.
Metro.
It's probably not
I'm gonna s-
Bioshock.
I'm gonna say Borderlands, even though it came out on the PS3.
I mean, it could be from the remaster, right?
Oh, that's true.
Because technically, I clicked on the remaster reviews, but there were old reviews in there, so thanks a lot, Metacritic. You did this to me. The answer is Metro.
Yes.
Yes. Logan is in the lead.
Because that game is clunky.
Yeah. Yeah. It is definitely a little clunky. That could have been about any of them, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a good review. Okay, this is a 10. Joel, you're gonna go first. This review just says masterpiece 100 times, and masterpiece is 2 words in the review, even though it's 1 word.
Master. Peace.
Master.
This seems
Masterpiece.
obnoxious and
Masterpiece.
annoying, kind of like Borderlands. So I'm gonna say Borderlands.
Masterpiece. Masterpiece.
Ooh. I want to say. I was going to say Borderlands as well, but to be different, I think I'm going to say Bioshock.
It is Borderlands. That was a good call, Joel.
Yeah.
Good call.
Annoying assholes.
Does sound like a Borderlands fan.
Yeah.
Masterpiece. It's like, chill.
Masterpiece.
Chill out. Okay, this is an 8. And Logan, you'll be going first. I'll begin by saying that Blank, in general, is a very nice FPS game. It starts off relatively slow and mediocre, but after the first few areas, the experience becomes rich, as you acquire a lot of weapons and special powers. Blank definitely has some distinct strengths and a handful of weaknesses too. The strengths! It has a very unique graphics style, with bright colors, which give life to the characters. And then there's a lot of stuff I cut out, like 400 words. So despite the weaknesses, the few weaknesses this game has, I think its strengths far outweigh them because it generally manages to deliver the fun factor. I just liked that fun factor.
I feel like this is a curveball one because of the games. Borderlands is the brightest, most colorful.
Oh, it's
while
curvy, baby.
While Bioshock and Metro are not.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say Bioshock.
I love
will
Junior Mints.
say Borderlands.
I don't.
I love them. It is Bioshock.
Yes. Woohoo!
Very curvy one, though. Very curvy.
Very curvy. I guess I could see more of the colors coming in later levels, but
Yeah. And also, people really love the Metro games, too.
yeah,
But those don't sound very like colorful.
No, definitely not.
pretty bleak.
Pretty not colorful.
Pretty depressing.
Ba, 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 ba. Joel, you'll go first this time. This is a 0.
Ooh.
I'm dying. This game is insanely bad. It's badly designed. It contain enemy respawn. Small logs made unpassable wall. Shooting is merely bad, and number of bugs are insanely high. And I'm pretty sure I picked that review before.
Metro Last Light?
Is that a question?
Yeah, I'm gonna stray away from the normal answer.
What's the normal answer?
Borderlands.
Were you just saying Borderlands every time?
I also say Metro.
Yeah, it's Metro. I think we've done Metro before, and then I picked that one last time, and I enjoyed it again.
Oh my gosh.
I read it. It has enemy
Metro
respawn.
Exodus before.
No, I did Last Light. Oh no, I wrote down Last Light, but I meant Exodus.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm an idiot. Doesn't matter. Who's going first? Joel? Sure, why not?
Okay.
Is anyone following? I don't remember.
No.
Well, I went first last time.
Okay, so it's Logan.
Yeah, it's my
Perfect.
turn.
This is a 10. After Half-Life 2, this is the best game I ever played. The surroundings and artwork really warps you blank, and the gameplay was great. A 10!
Okay.
I can't say the warp you part. Where it warps you. Warps you somewhere.
Borderlands.
Bioshock?
It is Bioshock.
Yay!
You're both tied. Yeah, you're tied.
Teleports you to the Rapture? Like what?
It really warps you back in time.
Oh, because he's smoking on a plane.
Sure, that's why.
Oh my gosh.
And there's water. We don't have water anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
This is another 10. This will be for Joel. Great game, period. The graphics are original and awesome, and the environments and weapons excellent. You can run different character builds and enjoy the hell out of yourself. If you do not like this game, your logic is flawed, or this is entirely not your genre.
Oh, wow.
That's the two categories.
Yeah, right?
Either your logic is flat. Oh, it's just not for you.
It's either not for you or you're a fucking idiot. Okay, all right.
That's a hard one.
Sorry, dude. That's Borderlands.
There's one very big clue in it.
You're a big clue.
Your builds. I'm going to say Bioshock.
Yeah, but all of these games technically have builds. It is,
Metro?
maybe. It is Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Okay,
Damn,
Joel.
Borderlands.
This is the last time you can tie it.
Ah.
And I think Logan, you're going to be guessing first. I think. I don't know. Who the hell knows? This is a 6. This game. This, this game is hard to judge. It starts of pretty good with an interesting premise, world, and game mechanics, but ultimately it does not deliver, as it jumps to the levels of tediousness and mediocrity in all of these areas. That's the whole thing. I didn't cut anything out of that. How is that the whole review?
Ah.
Ow.
Metro.
All right, Joel, you can tie it if you
Borderlands.
correctly guess.
Borderlands.
It is
Come on through.
BioShock.
Fuck.
Logan wins and has now
Yahoo.
taken the lead, winning 4
It's
of these
fun.
games over Joel's 3.
Good
Yes.
job. Good job, dude.
Expertly done.
I'm so happy for you.
Uh-huh. I can hear this happiness. Palpable.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. The trophy's in the mail.
Ooh,
Oh.
yay.
Oh, no, wait, no. The trophy is the mail.
That's at the end of the year.
The trophy
Remember,
is a
I'm gonna make the WWE belt
Uh-huh.
for it.
It's just the
You know
Metacritic
what?
logo.
And then like on all the sides are like different scores, just in the green and yellow and red.
Yeah. And with like a little
Yeah.
editor's choice smiley face.
Oh, it'll be beautiful.
I'm into it.
And it'll be covered in like terrible 0 reviews. Masterpiece.
Masterpiece. Masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
There was another review right next to that was a sentence like, "This is amazing. This is amazing. This is 100 times too."
Who lets these people review games?
I don't know. The internet, it's just
Yeah. We
It's
need
a
to start
big-
screening people for the internet.
Yeah.
we do. We need an IQ test to get on the internet.
Yeah. If you ever yeah.
We must be this smart to ride this ride.
If you've ever left a 1-sentence review, internet revoked.
Yeah. Well, it has to be a joke. But are these joke reviews? I don't know. I don't think a lot of these people are joking.
But the
Well,
problem
did you
is
see
they
that,
affect the overall score.
Yeah.
See that the Borderlands 2 ones, because they were getting review bombed, they had to disable the reviews for that.
Yeah. I don't know, there's a lot of people complaining about that too, and I feel I don't know, I feel really mixed
People
on
are
it.
shitting, yeah, people shit on games as a way to like protest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because there's no other way to make
Not just
anyone
games.
listen.
People do that for any media.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Weren't they review bombing Captain Marvel before it came out?
Because of cats.
Oh yeah.
Too many
Yeah.
cats.
Damn internet cats and their laser beams and their piano playing and shit.
Do.
What is that cat? Do you know? Someone has to know. What is that story with the cat?
I think he's dead.
What?
No,
Which
in the
cat?
Marvel universe. What's the cat?
Oh, he's like a weird. Oh,
He's like
I
a
don't know if he's an
Fluzzorb.
alien. No, can we spoil it? Is that okay?
Who the
Yeah.
fuck cares? Yeah.
I'm just. Hey, whoa, jeez.
Well, I want to
It's
know
like
about the
a weird-
cat.
It's actually an alien, and it like helped the fuck out.
Yeah, but what is it? Like, or why is it? Is it an important thing I should know? Where did it go
No,
for
it's
20
just-
years?
It's just funny because it's a cat that has hentai tentacles.
I thought this cat had some relevance to the plot, though. But I mean, like, character relevance to someone.
It.
Maybe in the comics.
I don't even know
All right, well, it's just a cat then.
because it's so obscure.
Fine. Meow.
Wow.
Meow. Ooh. Fancy cat.
Fancy cat.
What a fancy cat over there. All right, that's the show. Recorded live every Sunday.
So depressing.
I'm just gonna do the outro really slow like this. Every Sunday, 8 p.m. Pacific time. West Coast, best coast. Twitch.tv.com/the Twitch.tv.com. Damn it.
West Coast, Beast Coast.
This website doesn't work.
This website's fucking broken. Twitch.tv/thegamefanatics. Merry Christmas. Happy birthday, Logan.
But
Happy birthday, Logan.
Merry
oh,
Christmas.
thank you.
I'll buy you Risk of Rain too, so you can play with us.
Oh yeah. You have to.
You would like it. I think you actually would like it.
Well, I have to play it. Then.
Yay.
If I would enjoy the fun. Because, I don't know, maybe we'll figure it out. We'll figure if we can trick you. See? Rico in the chat says Risk of Rain 2 is really good. We told you. We spent 10 minutes trying to convince you, and you didn't listen.
Who said it in the
Well,
chat?
Rigo.
Oh, way to go, Rigo.
Did we
if
know?
Rigo is on board with it, then I have to do it.
I have to
play
do it. Someone on the
listening
internet
to
told me to
YouTube.
do it.
But yeah, Rigo will convince me to do it.
See, I liked the first one a little bit, but it's what Joel said earlier. It's too small. I couldn't get into it that much. This has a much more fun, free-flowy craziness.
Yeah, my first attempt to play it was on a Vita, and then I was like,
it's not good.
"Wow, I'm going cross-eyed trying to see this game." So then I played it on PS4, and I was like, "It's still so tiny."
No, I really like what they've done with it and adapted it to the 3D space.
That sounds cool.
But this is literally after the outro, so now we're just hanging out, I guess. I'm gonna watch me beat this boss again and then end it. This is a good boss fight. Dude, New Game Plus, this boss fight? Little rough. Still did it,
Get
though.
more money for forage than fish, so goodbye, fishy. Dude, fucking...
So, Joel, do you want to play it after this? Or?
No, I gotta go to bed. I go to work earlier now.
Dang it. Alright, that's fine.
Officially tomorrow.
There's a fish? Okay.
Yeah.
Officially.
Fishery. A fishery.
I do. That's what I was talking about. I think it was in one of those Let's Plays. More indie games need to be brought into 3D, and we need to have the Shovel Knight 3D platformer.
Oh, yeah.
Which would be so cool. I just
so
want
into
that. And then it's the Messenger Ninja Gaiden game.
Ooh.
We're just looping back around.
Yes. I want that shit so bad. Every indie game I love, I want to be made into a 3D game for no reason.
I think it's just so like what? How easy is that for them? Like, all right, guys, we've been having a hard time coming up with ways to improve on Risk of Rain 2 for the sequel. You know, like what should we do? It's like, what if we just like rotate it?
We just rotate it. Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
That guy got a promotion.
Mm-hmm. He's paraded through town on one of those little thrones.
Yeah, through town. Yeah.
Yeah, Game Town.
Dude, so I've been listening to Sacred Symbols,
Yeah.
and Colin's been talking about how he's been getting into Stardew Valley. And then Abby from Giant Bomb on their podcast was talking about how she was getting into Stardew Valley, which made me want to play Stardew Valley. And then I was listening to Tiger Billy, and they were talking about Stardew Valley. I'm like, everyone's fucking playing this game. It's everywhere. I love it.
I still don't understand
Still
that
to
game.
this day, like, people continue playing it. Like,
Yeah.
it's that good. And it's what, like 3 years old? 2 years old?
Yeah, it came out in 2016.
Dang. It's
Well, what's
crazy.
funny,
Wow.
and what I noticed with Colin. So when he first mentioned it, he's like, I don't know if I like it. I'm doing the thing. I'm clearing my farm.
Doing the thing.
I'm learning it. He's like, I don't know if I like it. And then the next week, he's like, so I played more Stardew, and I like it. It's pretty good. And so I'm gonna keep playing that. And then, he mentions it every week as something he's playing. So it's been like 3 weeks of him mentioning it.
I'm glad someone's liking it. I just don't... It just feels a little slow for me. In terms of, I want Harvest Moon. That's what it was, right? I just want Harvest Moon. I don't want this. I want going to the shop and buying a cow, and then I get the stupid cow pail and fill it with cow juice, and I take it to the cow farm, or whatever, cow marketplace, and I sell the cow juice. That's what I want.
You do that with stuff, except instead of having to take it somewhere.
But
you take
it
to the
takes
farm.
so long. I don't even know how to get a farm. I feel the game just lets me loose, and I'm an idiot.
All right, explain it to him, Logan. I'll be right back.
Explain. Explain.
I can't, but
I can't explain it. Help it. Help it me. Help it me.
yeah, you just. I don't know.
How are you supposed to get... I'm just barely getting better tools.
I don't know. I think the first thing I did was jumped into the dungeon and just kept mining. And
There's just so many things to do, so many directions to go. I end up...
Right, you want something to checklist you, give you objectives and things like that.
Well, man, maybe.
We should just be playing multiplayer.
I'm not. I actually haven't played it in over a month.
Oh, it sucks.
Because I stopped playing. I used to play it before bed.
Yeah.
I stopped doing that. I just stopped playing games before bed.
Well, that's a good idea. for your mental for your health, but
Oh no, it didn't affect me at all. I sleep like a dead body. You know that.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't know how you.
I fall asleep like it was murdered. Someone just shot me dead in the bed. It's me. I lay down. Boom, dead.
Like people, like will find your body when you are dead. And be like, ah, he's just sleeping.
He's just sleeping. He
shit,
just
wait.
sleeps so well. It's true. I do piss off people with my ability to sleep. It's not my fault. I just am very sleepy.
No, we're just all very envious of that. Like, I wish
But
I could do
to
that.
be fair, a long time when I was a kid, I couldn't sleep. So it's not like I don't
It's
understand.
just your body catching up to you.
Yeah, I used to lay it at night for a long time when I was young, and it now I don't. I get it. I understand the struggle. But now I'm a corpse. So especially when I was doing more like hard manual labor, dude, I'd come up at the end of the day and just right dead.
Oh yeah, your body
Body's-
exerted so much.
I laid down earlier right before the show. I fell asleep for 10 minutes. I almost missed the show. Almost didn't even get here.
Wow.
Yeah, not good. I was tired. Just a tired, sleepy boy. 4 to 6 hours. Dude, I get like 8 hours. Imagine how much of the day I'd have if I didn't sleep so much.
It's true.
I'm like a
You
cat.
could have a lot. Wow.
Meow.
Going back to the cat.
Now, what's with the cat? All right, we gotta end. This is over. The show's officially over. I'm gonna include this in it though.
Okay.
Merry Christmas again. Happy dreams.
Catch us next week, same time.
Same time. Same time. I'll do it the same way I did. 8 p.m. every Sunday. Really, really sad.
Yep.
We have
Thanks
to
for
find
hanging
a
out, Rigo.
yeah, and we'll have to figure out another topic because there's literally nothing going on. Something bad will happen, right?
Something
it
will
usually-
happen during the week. Something will
Something
happen.
bad will happen.
We'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. I will fire all the developers. Oh my gosh! Don't do that. No.